There are a whole bunch of mobile core network security problems. Signaling system number 7, SS7. It is a set of protocols to connect networks together and route calls between switching centers. It enables the exchange of information for passing calls and SMS messages between networks, and it enables billing. It also enables roaming from one network to another when you're traveling away from your home country or your home network. I worked on some SS7 security related issues at Vodafone UK many years ago. SS7 is terminally insecure, as unfortunately part of its design. It was always thought it was going to be a closed system and that networks could be trusted, but they can't. The MAP and the CAMEL protocols have no authentication methods. An adversary only needs your phone number and access to SS7, and they can read all your text messages, listen to all your phone calls, and track your location from anywhere in the world. And they can also perform denial of service attacks. If you use a mobile phone, you are indirectly using SS7. I'll give you a quote now from a guy called Tobias Engel, who is one of the top security researchers in this area, and this is what he had to say. I think it's really scary. You don't have to know somebody, you just have to know his phone number, and you can track him from the other side of the world. You don't have to be near him, you just need access to SS7. And access to this can be purchased from mobile telcos and network operators and in other under-the-counter ways, and vendors are currently actively selling products to exploit SS7. And Tobias Engels also continued, he says, companies offering these services are saying they only offer them to law enforcement and government agencies, but I don't know about you, there are many countries in the world whose governments I wouldn't trust with this functionality. And I'm sure we all agree. So in conclusion, every SMS, text message, picture message, phone call you make is vulnerable, and you can be tracked from anywhere in the world by anyone with only limited resources. I can personally track you. I could listen to your calls and read your text messages. All I need is your phone number. And there's nothing particularly special about that. Many people can, organizations, governments, and of course they are currently and actively doing it. There are some operators that have put in mitigations to this, and you can put in kind of a firewall proxy to intercept messages that helps to prevent this. And some operators in Europe, I know for sure, are implementing these controls. And the main vulnerabilities, by the way, work by sending specially crafted messages to the networks. And because of the lack of authentication, they provide information that they shouldn't. It's really as simple as that. You can mitigate these issues by using third-party applications such as Signal and Linphone for making your voice calls and sending your text messages. That's because these support end-to-end encryption and authentication. Authentication is always the problem. In the section on messages, I provide guidance on these applications and mitigations on these vulnerabilities. So, mobile cellular networks are not the safest places. Bear that in mind when you use them. They are almost an open network. They might be safer than some random hotspot, but there's not much in it. And if you're interested in finding out more about these SS7 vulnerabilities, then I would check out this video here. This is Tobias Engel. And I've provided you a bunch of links here where you can find out more details about SS7 vulnerabilities if that interests you.